gonna talk about methods of creativity. For leaders, methods of creativity are methods, yes, who contribute for the creative process of generating original ideas, finding new approaches to solving known problems and tasks. Creativity techniques helps to formulate tasks more effectively, speed up the process of finding ideas, as well as increase their numbers, broaden the outlook of a problem, and destroy mental blocks for young ethical leaders. Techniques are not algorithms following in which a solution to a problem is sure to be found, but they give a direction and discipline of thinking and increase the likelihood of getting good ideas. Techniques reduce the time to search for ideas, organizing and making the search process more efficient. Different methods of creativity designed to work with one person, with two, or a group exists. Okay, so let's talk about known methods. The first one is brainstorming. Brainstorming is an operational method of solving a problem on the basis of stimulating creative activity, in which participants in a discussion are encouraged to express as many solutions as possible, including the most fantastic ones. Then, from the total numbers of ideas expressed, the most successful ones are selected that can be used in practice. In a method of expert assessment, this is actually very successful. Theory of Inventive Problem Solving by Henrik Altschuler. The theory of solving inventive problems was founded in 1946 by inventor and science fiction writer. This is a methodology, a toolkit knowledge based on modeling technology for generating innovative ideas and problem solving. TRIS provides tools and methods for formulating problem system analysis, failure analysis, and evolution patterns. Unlike brainstorming techniques, in which ideas and solutions are formulated randomly, the purpose of a TRIS methodology is to create an algorithm approach to inventing a new system of improving the old one. Delphi method. The Delphi method is a technique that allows using pools introduce brainstorming to achieve maximum consensus in determining the right decision. Analysis using the Delphic method is carried out in several stages. The results and processes is by statistical method. The basic principle of this method is that a number of independent experts, often unrelated and not aware of each other, better collisions between careers of opposite positions, since it excludes direct contact of experts between themselves and therefore group influence arising from joint work and consisting in adapting of a majority opinion. It allows you to conduct a survey extraterritorially without gathering experts in one place, for example by email. Let, Lateral Thinking by Edward de Bono. The British physician Edward de Bono proposed a variety of methods of creativity and thinking. He is author of a concept of lateral thinking, which differs from the base of a usual pattern of vertical thinking, in that it calls into question the initial condition. One of the examples of a lateral thinking is the techniques of six thinking hats. Six caps. While analytic white is the analytical thinking, the red one is the emotional thinking, the black is critical thinking, yellow is optimistic thinking, green is creative thinking, blue is thinking in the big perspective. So we have all the colors here. In the metaphorical understanding, putting on each of the caps, a person can look on the problems in several points of view. Synectic by William Gordon. The technique of creativity called synectic was developed by William Gordon in 1940s. It is the methodology where participants try to make the known stage and the stage known. The technique consists of 10 steps: analysis and definition of a problem, suggestions for spontaneous solutions of a problem, new formulation of a problem, construction of direct analogies, construction of personal analogies, construction of symbolic analogies, again construction of direct analogies, analysis of direct analogies, transfer of analogies to the problem, development approaches, solving. So, practical use. Techniques to stimulate creative thinking are used in many areas of life that require original ideas. Among other things, the use of techniques such as the theory of solving inventive problems and other analyses actually are very important. Okay, and I will just talk more about the classical brainstorming. Brainstorming is one of the most widely used and effective methods for generating ideas. This method was developed in 1939 and 1941 by the employee in the New York in advertising agency, which is Alex Osborne. And he was, of course, and to say more about classic brainstorming is a predominantly verbal methods of solving problems and generating idea, and is carried out in small, specifically organized groups of different and equal participants, 3 of 12 and more, which implies a well-trained leader, of course, the facilitator, the secretary, and a well-defined problem two separate stages, generation of ideas and evaluation. And of course, if we talk about timing, it's between 1 and 1.5 hour. Okay, methodological and theoretical foundation of brainstorming is a universal one. It has some aims. First one is understanding creativity as a process of self-organized and spontaneous um, one, and there is an analogy between creativity and its process of evolution of a nature. Okay, brainstorming has two fundamental principles: quality produce quality, also deferred evaluation of ideas, and is governed by four basic rules. Any criticism is forbidden. The most unusual and fantastic ideas are welcome. The number of ideas is most important than quality. Ideas are combined and improved. Yes. So the main function of a brainstorming. First, brainstorming is a powerful tool for creative problem solving. This method helps to generate new productive ideas and create effective solutions. Brainstorming motivates and develops teamwork. Activates teamwork and discussions, group interaction, creates a wide range of alternatives and different kind of point of views. The power of the method is to create an effect, to generate creativity in different ways. It's a way in order to reinforce each other, stimulates each other. Okay, so the essential method of brainstorming, it's is sparking a large number of ideas, generating diversity, um, and so on, and also proposing some solutions. The essential um, criteria for effectiveness of brainstorming is the number of ideas, actually, where the main goal is actually to choose the best ones after, and of course stop any stereotypes and push up the idea that that, well, any idea, every idea that you bring will be an unsuccessful one. Okay, therefore the main goal of leader is to create a creative friendly atmosphere, with comfort and trust, and special creative space in which participants freely, spontaneously, and will pleasure will put all these kind of ideas together. Thank you so much.